today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Deontay Hardy back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads, everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Odafe Owe there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That time a 9-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill shedding the tackle and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson going to run again. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Here's 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the right side, this is Edwards. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And taken right on the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up going into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Allen now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man. It's Shakir. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Cook running right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked
picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Down to the 10, and he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 7-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen looks to throw on second down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching approaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Allen. This one caught by Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
for the lead. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson, options out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Allen and the Bills now down by 5, 54 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here's second down and 3. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To throw is Allen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Throwing, Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.